I am the department coordinator and box office manager for theater and film at the university. Best job ever, love it. It's like having fun instead of coming to work. And I had a great time helping with The Messenger during the summer when Professor Mendelowitz, Cade, the director, was looking for talent for the shots that were happening over the summer. I got to be a kid wrangler one day. Two of our friends from church, their sons came to be the kids playing in the street with the ball bouncing in front of the texting driver. Plus, that was also my car. So I was car lender and kid wrangler. We discuss our upcoming seasons probably midway through the spring semester. So we start planning for what we will do next year, next academic year. And Cade suggested this idea that he had for a theater and film production to highlight, what the departments together can do. And so we had discussion in the faculty meetings, and we talked with our student representative from SDA. So this was in the works last spring. And then we knew that there was going to be work over the summer that had to be done on it. So everyone from the department that worked on it over the summer volunteered their time. So that was pretty neat because we all believe in it. It was a lot of fun. And it was a fabulous concept. And then coming into the semester, beginning, with casting everybody, we had a huge push for auditions, and I had a lot of fun doing the publicity for that, because that's part of being the box office manager, is doing publicity for all the shows that we do. And, excuse me, I got to be craft services for the various shoots also. When we had the first big group scene downtown, I was the person who brought the pizza and the snacks and water and drinks, and I also recruited, I think, half of the extras that we had there that day. Gathering up friends, hey, come be in a movie with me. When I read the finalized script, that we were the sides for the auditions, and I thought, hey, this is a fun little scene with one line that I could do. Because, who doesn't want to be in a movie? I really wanted to be in the movie. So that was fun. Coming down here was very different. Auditioning on camera instead of auditioning on stage. And, it was one tiny line, so that was very easy to memorize for the audition. And one of the best things about that audition and looking at the different parts is that Cade had written in his notes for the script for Carny Man, talking about a real character, and he actually had in the script possibly missing teeth. And I thought, hey, my father can take out his upper plate. So I called him up and said, I really want you to come here and audition for Carny Man. And he did, and he was great. So that was one of the funniest things about the show, is that right there, Cade had written a perfect description of my dad for Carny Man. So having been on stage here at Salisbury and with FDA, and then being on a film, it was you still have to act, you still have to bring the emotion and bring the intensity, but it's so different because you on stage, you rehearse, and then get out there on the stage and give it everything with no breaks. You have one shot at it. And it's so nice on film because you can do it and the director says cut and says, okay, do it like this, try this, emphasize this instead. And so you have that chance to do it over and over until you both feel really good about it. I like that. Some people, in discussions with some of the students around the department, I think there's this misconception that acting on film, some purists feel like it's not really acting, but I think that once they have the chance to do it themselves, they'll really enjoy it. So instead of having to just get it right once, you can do it over and over. So for my one line, I got in my costume and had just a tiny bit of makeup put on because I was playing a doctor, so doctors don't wear a lot of bright colors on their face. And came to the studio. There was some setup to make sure that lights were correct. We had a skeleton as a background, and the first place they put the skeleton, the shadow was like eating my head. So there was some time to move around the props to make it all look good and not be eating my head. And then I probably said my line about 4 times, and then I was gone. So I was done with my speaking portion of the film in probably 20 minutes. Makeup to here, makeup to you're done, about 20 minutes. It's kind of amazing. I think that for me, the sum total of this experience has been that this collaboration between so many departments, so many different people, so many different areas of expertise, with the film and the light and sets, designs, costumes, and people who are not necessarily actors like my father, and yet he came in and had a great time, and his experience was so good that he's telling other people, you know, come on, you've next time something like this happens, you've got to be involved. And I think that people don't realize how much fun it is. And it has been so much fun.